Hello everybody! I'm Manakyn, welcome to the stream. I'm going to turn off the music. How you guys doing? Wrong music. Hello everybody, hello Az. I realize when I say hello to people, I no longer wave, I go like this. Hello! How are you guys doing? Yeah. Totally random for you guys. Do you guys remember the high school or maybe middle school theater kids and talking to them, and sometimes it felt like after you talked to them you felt just like so freaking exhausted? Oh my god, it was just like dealing with emotion after emotion after emotion, and you know, they're like, oh, and they're like, always like, and you never really know what they actually, if they're actually telling the truth about anything, because they're always kind of like have this like air of not being entirely honest. Oh man, I feel like that is becoming more and more present in everyday life. Yeah. Man, it's bad, man. It's bad out there. Hang in there, everyone. How are you guys doing? Yeah, this weekend I went down to a voice acting workshop just to work with some people, and some of them were nice. Some of them were exhausting. Oh my god. Do you guys know, like, how'd it go? It went pretty well. It went pretty well. Like, what is it? I got to work with some, I got to work with, I think it was, like, the writer of the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, which was really cool. Go, go, Power Ranger! I should have asked him if he felt, if he could cast another black person as the Black Ranger and another Asian person as the Yellow Ranger. I should ask him to do that again. Cast, for the next Power Rangers, cast a white dude for the White Ranger, a black dude for the Black Ranger, an Asian for the Yellow Ranger. I don't know, what other racist thing can I do? I think, what is it, like something about, oh, you can cast like a Native American for the Red Ranger. Oh, that's so bad. What do you call a little person? A woman? Of course, the woman is always a regular. It's like the most bro dude ever for the Blue Ranger. What do you call a psychic little person who escaped from jail? A small medium at law. I hate it here. Anyway, triangle strategy, everyone. Yeah. I will say, totally random, but I'm very proud of myself for this, and this is going to go into like emotional tension. I have tried very hard, more and more, to not deal with people's drama, which I'm very proud of myself for doing. It's like, if, you know, you cause problems in my life, I'm like, okay. Which I'm very proud of doing. Theater kids are rubbing off. I am trying so hard not to get involved in people's drama. You don't understand. It is so difficult sometimes. We're playing triangle strategy. Let's play stupid triangle strategy. It's like 91 degrees outside. It's really hot. I'm really hot. That's a lie. But Sarah Noah's really hot. No drama mana. That's actually just my name. How's it going, AB? I have not even turned on Steam yet. I'm not sure how long of a stream it's going to be today because I have so much to do and not enough time to do it, so I might end the stream a little bit early. What the frick is this? Oh, Vindictus is having a special. Oh, half off costumes. I'm getting distracted. My middle school didn't have a drama thing. Honestly, the more I think about it, the more I wonder if young kids, like elementary and middle school, should even be doing drama. I wonder if they should. Because I feel like a lot of them aren't emotionally mature enough to actually handle, you know, the idea of make-believe, but actually keeping it fictional, you know? Because functionally, drama is make-believe, but you try to... But a lot of people don't know how to separate fiction and reality, you know? So, I don't know, maybe it could be a good thing. Last time we rode a minecart... I mean, it happens all the time with playgrounds and sticks, though. Yeah, but, you know, you have controls over that, right? The controls over that are like... Kids are playing on the playground. And they just... Actually, the other way around. You have no controls over that, right? So kids are playing on the playground. And they're not required to play on the playground. They just do it, right? Whereas drama is like a set of rules, right? It's like you have to say these certain lines, and you know what I mean. I'm not sure if I explained it correctly, but I think you kind of get it. Crimson Desert comes out, I think, Thursday. I'm probably not going to play it on release because, by the way, next week I'm not going to be streaming. I'm taking a trip to Atlanta. Yeah. Anyway. I'm sorry. Me too. Sounds like I have a trip every other week. Hot lamp. I do. Lately, I've been taking too many trips. I've had a lot of work to do. So, yeah. I'm not sure I should have said that on stream because I have a stalker who's probably going to follow me around. Oh, God. I'm sure it'll be fine. Oh, hello. Adult Swim. Engineering stuff? No, it's actually stuff for voice acting. Anyway, this is not the right music. So, we've been doing some leveling up. Kind of. This is Quahua. And this is the random geographer. The more I look at her, the cuter she looks. She is kind of adorable. I do like a girl with a degree. What am I doing with my life? Trumpeteer. This is my I am very smart music. What am I even doing now? Increases the range of command abilities by 1. It's progressively... I know, he gets more and more drunk. Become invincible and infuriate all enemies. This is really good. 10 recovery pellets to grant HP to all allies. Also very good. Jump to a selected square. Then deal damage to all enemies in range. Decrease damage taken by adjacent allies for 3 turns. Grants the ally an ability to recover 1 time after fall. That's just really good. We'll learn that. I guess that's all we're learning today. Oh, we're out of money. We're broke. We are broke. We are baroque. With composers like Johann Sebastian Bach. And I don't remember the rest of my music history. Who else was baroque? I'm a poor. Baroque composers. With composers like Johann Sebastian Bach, Antonio Vivaldi, Handel, Claudio Monteverdi, and I have never heard of Monteverdi. House Wolf has fallen on hard times. A poor! Hello, Panini. What am I even doing? Hello, cutie. What voice did I even give it? Right!
When I was a kid, I would collect stones from the riverbed. I guess it makes sense that I became a researcher after all.
Yeah, she had that voice. Schubert was poor for the most of his life. Yeah, well, I don't want to be Schubert.
What's so urgent you can't let a man sleep?
Nothing less than the completion of my groundbreaking research, Erador.
Oh, well now that is something.
Indeed it is.
I've managed to thermodynamically stabilize the quasi-liquid film forming on the surface of the... Yes, I've heard all that. Now tell it to me in words a man can understand.
Right. Well, in layman's terms, I have created ice that never melts.
See how simple? Did you say ice that never melts? That's mighty impressive at all, but what actual good does that do to anyone?
My dear sweet simple Erador, we can use my creation to forge your weapons with no need for iron.
Sounds useful if it works as you say, but how's the durability?
A silly soldier, do you take me for a fool? Of course I tested the durability, worry not. A prototype shall arrive shortly. I bid you try it out yourself. For better or worse, you are the most experienced soldier I know. And so, you have to handle it first. It'll be a, ice sword. Banned. I'm about to ban one of my mods. Am I gonna get a voice acting for the new Firefly cartoon? There's a Firefly cartoon?
That sounds big and important. I reckon I'll take you up on it.
What the news? Surely it's finished by now, huh?
Afraid not. I come bearing unfortunate news from the smithy. It seemed plenty sturdy at first, but it shattered the moment his hammer took to it. He says he has a long way to go before it can be used in place of iron, I'm afraid.
Preposterous! My calculations were impeccable, mamma mia! Surely I have not forsaken my homeland in pursuit of a fool's errand.
Oh, that's a bit dramatic, isn't it?
Oh my god, he really is British.
You can't have a breakthrough without breaking a couple of ice blades.
I know, ice that doesn't melt, you don't even need to use it as weapons. Just put it in a box and you have like free refrigeration. Then do they not think of that?
You know what would wash away the pain? A nice cold glass of spirits. Spirits? That's it! That unmelting ice of yours could chill him forever, could it not? Refrigeration! I beat you to it. Groundbreaking indeed. This invention of yours could still take the world by storm. Huh. I reckon the army would have a use for that as well. It'd keep our rations going off. Weapons be damned, you've done important work.
The fact that remains of the calculations
What an error, so forgive my reluctance to... Less sulking, more drinking. Drink the beer. Drink it. Snort the cocaine. You will snort it. And I won't be turning until you do.
Wait, do you snort the cocaine?
Snort the mushrooms. Snort the fentanyl.
Perhaps in my next experiment we'll see how many rounds my everlasting ice can achieve. Right to the encampment, it's a time for drinking lots and lots of cocaine.
Oh, that's too much. I don't have that much.
These guys are so dumb. Okay, let's actually do the story. Okay. We are deciding on what do we want to do. Do we want to give in to the desert people and let them continue to own the slaves for peace? Do we want to usurp the both kingdoms and free the anime girls for peace? Or do we want to murder my best friend for peace? You know. When I was a kid, did I pretend to use Smarties candies as cocaine? No. What? Yo! We have a freaking mini Godfather here. All good options. The story is approaching a turning point. It's okay, because we have New Game Plus.
You are certain Hyzante's army marches for the Grand Norzelian mines?
Free the slaves? I don't know. Murdering my best friend also seems like a good option. How's it going, Cobster?
There is no doubt.
There is no doubt. There is no doubt.
They've heard word of the crystals.
It was only a matter of time we knew this.
Aesfrost's army gathers at Twinsgate as well.
War's breaking out over this thing, and we've got to be ready.
How will Glenbook respond, King Roland? There is no need to prepare for war! I have decided that we will surrender the salt crystals to the Holy State of Hyzante! What? Furthermore, I hereby declare that the Kingdom of Glenbook and its people shall submit to the goddess and her teachings. That's right, Frederica, you're going to be a slave! Well, that sucks for Frederica, that's for sure. I do remember the candy cigarettes, though. There is no way to bring happiness to all of Norzelia with the salt crystals. Frederica will remember that. Hello, Lottier. Which is why I have chosen a path that will allow the greatest number of people to live in equality and harmony. Unfortunately, Frederica, you are not among those people. Did I give you an update regarding the truck saga? I mean, you told me you were getting a new one, but, you never told me how that panned out. How could you? Could you not see that Hyzante's domination over the Norzelian salt is why all the anime girls end up being protagonists? Is the suffering of Roselle not proof enough that the goddess's vaunted equality is like a lie? Have you ever watched that freaking magical anime girl show? That is right! Screw the minority! I should not say that so loud. My apartment walls are thin. He's selling his truck? Oh, that was fast. I know he was selling his truck, but being picked up by tomorrow, that's pretty fast. Roland thinks anime women will be isekai. Don't worry! I've watched a show called Konosuba.
She speaks the truth, my king. Handing over the salt crystals is tantamount to giving Hyzante's goddess free reign of Norzelia. Will you so readily surrender the realm to the Hierophant?
I acknowledge the abdication of my kingdom and kinship alike. A small price to pay in my eyes in exchange for the security and prosperity of the many. And a sacrifice of all the anime girls. What was that? Wasn't there an anime with a magical girl with pink hair? Wait, that's a lot of them. Frick, what is that anime called? No, not Sailor Moon, although Sailor Moon is magical girls, but they weren't depressed. Hold on. Pink-haired anime magical girl. What was it? What was that show called? Madoka Magica. That's it. Madoka Magica. Yeah, good times. Madoka. It's Madoka Magica. Good times. Being Maguka is suffering. It is! We must sacrifice all the anime protagonists! How can you say such a thing to my face? I'm not the one who's marrying you. I'm going to marry my sister. It was a common thing back then, don't judge me. I have friends gets eaten. Good times. I, for one, oppose. I would prefer to ally with Aesfrost and strike back at Hyzante. The salt deposits within the mine give us the leverage we need to convince Gustav Dolphin to join us. Ally with Aesfrost! You dare suggest we ally with the man who murdered my father? I see no reason why we should not. You proposed abdicating the throne for the sake of the kingdom and its people. So you should have no trouble putting aside your own feelings and judging this matter dispassionately. I cannot believe my own ears! I will not have you lecture me on feelings when it is not your father he murdered! None of you say beyond your own grievance. I love how Roland, Frederica, and Benedict, the three major players in this game, have slowly become so Flanderized. Always makes me uncomfortable when RPGs and anime deal with storylines like slavery. Seems like they don't treat it seriously enough. I mean, you know, to be fair to them, it's very difficult to write stories about slavery that can actually treat it with some level of realism. You know what I mean? But then again, I totally see where you're coming from, too. It's no wonder my Okay, to be fair, this game actually treats slavery somewhat realistically. It's mostly my voices that have destroyed it. It's mostly my fault. It's no wonder my people have suffered for generations. I'm so sorry, Frederica. I'm so sorry. And we were told to believe in the goddess while our own lives are thrown away to make a few more grains of precious salt. And now, even with the proof that the goddess is a liar, you would watch us dig our own graves for your comfort. I'm kind of with Frederica on this one. I'm just saying. Lady Frederica, please. We shall speak of the Roselle in due time. Oh, the slave. Oh, we'll talk about them later. Don't worry about it, you little girl. Have you seen that Bobby Lee clip? Getting humbled by saying his people never owned slaves. Well, is Bobby Lee Korean? Is Bobby Lee Korean or Chinese? I think he's Korean, right? Yeah, the Koreans owned slaves. The Koreans have a massive history of slavery. Korea had the longest unbroken chain. See, I think actually, true, the life of a Roselle is suffering. Kinda, yeah. Oh, man. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I feel like, it's just totally random since you brought it up and it's kind of relevant to this story. I think one of the biggest problems when it comes to education is that we only ever learn about essentially three things in history, which is, the American Revolution, slavery, and the Nazis. And I think that's one of the big problems in at least historical education. And you can, I mean, I'm not talking about math here. And which is why every time someone doesn't agree with somebody, they either compare them to slave owners or Nazis. And it's like, that's the only thing people ever learn. I mean, even to a large extent, even all across Europe, the things they learned about were American slavery and World War II. You know, I'm pretty sure half of Europe doesn't even remember who Franz Ferdinand was. So, do you think they have an expression like, this is Roselian? Like how he says this? I legit thought Holomdor was a Lord of the Ring thing. Wait, what? Wait, Holomdor. Hold on. Holomdor? Oh, the Soviet famine. The famine of Ukraine. I didn't actually know it was called Holomdor. I actually didn't know it was called Holomdor. I know it as the famine of Ukraine or something like that. But yeah, okay. I actually learned something today. So yeah. Yeah, so, you know, you don't... Holodomor. Okay, maybe that was it. Holodomor. Holodomor. But I think that's one of the big problems, and I'll keep the sad music going. It's like... what things we don't learn. It's like we don't learn about like world history. So one thing that so for example, there are a lot of Americans that think that the America, or at least, you know, UK as they were coming to the Americas, they think that they invented slavery. And they also think that the one thing that they did was they went to Africa. They, you know, they captured a whole bunch of people in cages and rounded them up, you know. But, you know, then they don't learn about, like, the things that happened in Korea, the things that happened in China, the things that happened in, in Scandinavia, you know. And when you learn all sorts of different things, you start to see patterns. Yeah, I feel like they actively try to reduce the amount of slavery that gets mentioned, and yeah, and Native Americans too. Like, yeah, so maybe those are like the three atrocities in quotes. And I'm not saying they're not atrocities, but they're a section of the atrocities. Like the three things we learn are like colonialization, which is maybe Europeans, and then maybe Native Americans specifically if you're talking about Americas, and then you learn about slavery and the Civil War in the process, and then you learn about the Nazis. And those are like the only things you ever really learn. So it's like, if you look at all the different types of slave trades across the world, you start to see a pattern. And I think that's a problem because, no, and I think that's a problem that we don't teach that. Because, you know, the Egyptians, they had slaves, right? And, you know, that was essentially how they built the pyramids. And, you know, but nobody talks about, when you have people saying like, oh, we should take down statues of George Washington because he had slaves, but nobody talks about the pyramids because they don't realize the same thing, right? You start to see that, you know, if all these different cultures have slaves, then there must be something about humans that we really need to think about. But I don't think people want to do that. They just want to say, this is a good guy, this is a bad guy, and it's convenient for them. Or people focus on the slavery for 160 years ago. Yeah, but yeah, for example, that's an interesting point, because there are a lot of young kids who think that how slavery came about in the Americas was that the British sailed down to Africa, and then they gunned down a whole bunch of Africans, and then they said, oh, now you have to come with me if you want to live, or I'm going to murder you all, and then they captured them and kidnapped them from their homes. It's like, no, they actually traded them for money. So there were a bunch of, Africa at the time, and to a certain extent even now, had a bunch of warring tribes, right? And, these warring tribes would capture each other on a regular basis and trade for money, or stuff, essentially. And so, they don't see the patterns between Africans' behaviors, American behaviors, European behaviors, Asian behaviors. They all follow the same pattern. And, we don't see that. And it becomes a problem of who is good and who is bad versus, if you take a look, it's like all humans follow very similar histories. All religions follow very similar ideas. All, ways of surviving follow functionally similar things. And we don't have that history. And I think it's a very unfortunate thing. I think, another thing that I think people, for this idea of good and bad was this idea of Abraham Lincoln. Don't get me wrong. Abraham Lincoln had a great hat. It was like 20 feet tall or something. But yeah, but a lot of people were like, oh, Abraham Lincoln started... I was talking to a kid, and he said something like, Abraham Lincoln started a civil war because he wanted to free the slaves. And I was like, maybe open a history textbook. It's like, we a lot of these young kids in their, elementary or middle school history classes, they don't really learn that there were like 20 different things that the Civil War was about. They learn slavery and the Emancipation Proclamation, and that's it. They don't, wasn't just the British, the Dutch, the Spain also dealt in the slave trade. Could not be more wrong. Yeah, it's true. It wasn't just the British. It was also all of the European countries had was involved in the slave trade. We learn about the triangle trade because we talk about the Americas, right? But there aren't very many nowadays. I see less and less countries talking about the Spanish, sailing to kind of Central America, those types of things. In fact, I know some kids who don't understand why people in Mexico speak Spanish. They're like, oh, why don't they speak a Mexican language? It's like, well, about that, you should, open up a history book and try to figure out who went where, and then maybe you can answer that. And, yeah, and so we have I think these young, especially the young kids, they have all these preconceived notions of this is a good guy and this is a bad guy. And because flat Earth. And yeah, so what sparked this conversation? AV, yeah, so I totally get you. When you were saying, like, there are a lot of stories nowadays that don't really handle slavery in a meaningful way. Yeah, it's like, these are the slave traders, and they're the bad, evil guys. And they're always fat, by the way. They're always fat and bald. And then the good guys are always these anime femboys who are like, we must help the people! How's it going, Nana? Pretty much every country in the world had slaves, yeah. Even now, you can argue that you can make arguments of quotes. I'm gonna be very careful about my words because I don't want to be canceled by my fellow colleagues in the voice acting industry. But you can make arguments that there are slaves even now in first world countries. It's just you bend the interpretation a little bit to fit the current state of the world. But yeah, but even not slavery, indentured servitude, things like chattel slavery, where, we're talking about like birthright slavery and things like that, that happened all over the world. Things like, and this sad music is really contributing to this conversation, Yeah, we don't really get a chance to learn about history in all different parts of the world and try to understand why things are the way they are and look for like similar connections and stuff like that. US has done the most to get rid of it and gets shit on it for the most. Untouchables. That is pretty true, to be honest, Kami. Yeah, the US has probably done more to, you know, eliminate slavery than any other country. It's actually kind of interesting because in certain parts of the South, right, of the South of the United States, slavery had to become ingrained to, you know, deal with problems like labor. Because I think one of the things that a lot of people miss is that the difference between the North and the South was the North was very industrialized. And so it was much easier to get rid of like things like slavery there. And so, but as a result, you know, because it ended up being more entrenched in the South, we put in a lot of effort to try to figure out how to deal with it. The British stopped prior. That is true. I mean, they stopped, but doesn't mean that they've actually, you know, took any obvious actions to, you know, deal with it throughout the world. Right, and you can make an argument that maybe it's not the United States' responsibility, or maybe not their it shouldn't be their job to get rid of, you know, slavery and inalienable human rights, etc. But, you know, maybe that's a conversation for another day. Dubai definitely has endangered. Yeah, Dubai, certain parts of the Middle East, India definitely. Yeah, some places out there are really rough. Yeah, you know, I was just thinking about it. I think one of the best, I still say to this day, one of the best depictions of inequality and slavery, maybe in the past 20 years when it comes to video games and storytelling, is Metaphor ReFantasio. I do very much still believe that. Because they had, you know, there were slaves, right? And then the man who was trying to free the slaves, freaking Luis, wasn't exactly a good guy either, right? He wanted to take advantage of one group of slaves and then use them for his own purposes. Do you know who were the main slave sellers? Well, what do you mean by main slave sellers? Because there were slave sellers throughout the world. So I would argue, if you really wanted me to make a guess, I would say the Asian countries, definitely. The Asian countries have done some terrible things when it comes to slaves. Okay, well, you know what? That is fair. Arabs, you know, the word slave comes from the word Slav, right? What is it? Wasn't it the Arabs who enslaved Slavic people? So when you said the main slave sellers, yeah, the word slave comes from the word Slav. So never played Metaphor. You should absolutely play it. It's a fantastic depiction of how complicated morality can be. Anyway, Frederica's out here being a valley girl. I've heard that before. Your due time is never. And I will not have you cast us aside for another 3 decades or more. But later on, they went for more Africans. Yes. I think, if I remember correctly, and I don't remember, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think one of the reasons why the slave trade eventually moved towards Africa was because it was much easier to trade slaves there. Because the countries there were already doing it. Like, they were already doing it to a very regular amount. So to them, it became very economic just to use essentially slaves as currency. If I remember correctly, that was one of the reasons why Africa became the main point of slave trade. Because functionally, they didn't have to go around capturing people. Because the warring tribes and the many warring states of Africa were doing that already, so they just had to essentially trade them for stuff. Was that with the Ababa Sid or Yum? God, you guys are making me recall aspects of history that I have remembered and forgotten like 20 times. Some tribes sold their own people. You know, sometimes I barely even remember that, man. Because, you know, you think of slavery as like a people issue. Right? You think of slavery as like a people issue of where like, I will capture you and you will serve for me. It's like, you sometimes forget that in some areas, slavery was entirely economic. It's like, oh, I have this person. Yeah, I'll sell them. It's like, you sometimes forget that. And so, oh man. The world is complicated. All else is in disarray. If Hyzante say that the crystal salts, or the salt crystals, we forfeit the best opportunity in decades to free my people. We, now the tribe, we must act upon it. We must be a light in the darkness. I cannot believe Manakyn is tearing up while doing this stupid voice. Oh my god, Frederica. That's how you know the writing is very emotional. We cannot afford to dilute our forces when the enemy marches on us as we speak. So we are a distraction to you? I am merely being rational. Liberating the Roselle would be extremely dangerous. We cannot take such a risk. I mean, couldn't you fight a war against the Hyzante, and then after that, once you win, you free the slaves? I guess after we fight that war, though, we can expect Aesfrost to turn on us. Ever the pragmatist. Suppose we succeed. How do you propose we fend off the fury Hyzante will rain down upon us? Aesfrost would pounce upon us, sensing weakness at the undue burden we've taken upon ourselves. Dang, we're about to fight a war on 3 fronts. Well, I guess the Roselle and Hyzante are 1, so 2 fronts, man. Precisely. We would be without allies, ripe for the taking. There is another way. And what, pray tell, would that be? Can I just say, 1, 2, 3, 4. The Wolforts are such a progressive medieval house. There are 4 women at the table. 50% of our council is women, okay? And people say the Wolforts are not... and people say the Wolforts don't fight for feminism. We set out alongside the Roselle in search of Centralia. Centralia is a myth. The legends of my people are true! I care not what if they are. I will hear no talk of forsaking the Wolfort. Silence! I have heard enough to know where each of you stand. This is before they got rid of... Oh, right. They got rid of DEI in the 1650s. Do you all hold the courage of your convictions? I can assure you that the number will drop if you go with a certain horse riding cosplay. That's kind of true. I die. Nothing I've heard here has swayed me. I feel the same! And then I will marry my sister, because that is what we do, don't judge me! Hey, how's it going, Kiyomo? We just had a rousing conversation about slavery. Very well. I would ask for some time to think on the matter. Can I say, this is the first time ever we see Sarah Noah sitting in the chair of the head of the house. That's my boy. That's my boy. You my boy, Sarah Noah. I understand each of you keenly, my friends. You have not arrived at these decisions lightly. I do not doubt your convictions. Yet choosing any of the options before me risks creating a schism among the others. Okay, so if we choose Roland, definitely we're getting divorced with Frederica. Not true, I can keep her as a slave. I am so sorry. That was so dark. That was so dark. I'm not a bad person, I promise. Okay. If we choose Roland, we're definitely losing Frederica. Frederica is going to divorce us, and she's probably going to die. If we choose Benedict, Benedict wants to side with Aesfrost, and Roland is super against that. If we choose Frederica, what happens? I don't think anyone is super opposed to Frederica's plan. Well, Benedict kind of is. Is this the part where the player picks the path? I kind of want to see all the options, you know? I do want to see all the options. I cannot afford to lose any of you. Not after how far we've come. Benedict's argument is that there are more pressing matters, I suppose. That is true. I think what Benedict believes is that if we free the Roselle, then we will lose because we will get attacked on both sides. No. Benedict's problem with Frederica's plan is that once we free the Roselle, we give essentially certain parts of the Wolfort domain back to the Roselle, weakening our house. So Roland hates Aesfrost for obvious reason. They killed his family. Frederica hates Hyzante because they enslave her people. And Benedict refuses to give, like, the historical land of the Roselle back to them in terms of weakening the Wolfort domain. It's that he doesn't see a benefit from freeing them. IMO. Hold on, I want to see what he said, actually. Benedict is the most complicated for me. We set out alongside the Roselle in search of Centralia. Centralia is a myth. The legend of my people are true! I care not. I will hear no talk of forsaking the Wolfort domain. I think Benedict... Historical land... That never causes problems. I care not what they are. I will hear nor talk of... What am I, like a frickin' VTuber? Nor... I will hear no talk of... Have you guys ever noticed that VTubers have invasive R's in their speech all the time? Nor! They say nor all the time instead of no. I don't know why. I care not what they are. I hear no talk of forsaking the wolf or... I would have to watch a VTuber to notice. Fair. Could it be that Benedict also sees the Roselle as the Wolfort people? And he doesn't want to lose them as people within the Wolfort domain? No. It's pretty complicated. Yeah, Benedict is beyond my understanding at this point. But I kind of get it. You barely watch anything. The only ones I watch are Japanese. So I don't actually hear many of them in English. But whenever I hear them say no, I hear them go, no. Which leaves me with only one option. There must be another way. I feel like this is an infomercial. There must be another way. Okay, question for you guys. Do you guys want to see all the endings? Or do you guys want to... I feel like there must be another way is like the true ending. Do you guys want to see all the endings? You want to see them all? Because if we want to see them all, I feel like I should go with the scales will guide us. Because then someone will get pissed off. I want to, but I don't mean to impose. Impose all you want, and if you impose wrong, I'll just ban you. I'm kidding. Nana says sure. We're going the 100-line way. All the endings. I did play all the endings in 100-line. That is true. Well, all the good endings. You just go back to this list. That is true. I need to save. How do I save? Frick, I can't save. Oh, no, I saved already. That's fine. Okay, so the scales will guide us. I feel like this is the right ending, and so I am going against my will and choosing the wrong choice. But we did that in 100 lines, so. We saved. We must all consult the scales of conviction. Okay, so we're gonna do the... I'm gonna call them the poor man's endings before we do the true ending. Such is the way of House Wolfort. The vote we take today may very well open a rift between us. Nevertheless, it must proceed. I am prepared to accept its outcome. Oh, dang. 4 people? This cannot be a 3-way tie. It's possible for a 2-way tie. Okay. This is what I am going to do. I am going to try to convince no one. And I am just going to let them vote how they feel. I am not going to do any decision whatsoever. I am going to let them vote how they feel. And that is it. Democracy. That's right. It is illegal to campaign near a voting booth. Which means Gila is going to side with Frederica. Huette is going to side with Roland. Anna is going to side with Benedict probably, which means the entire decision will be up to Eridor.
To think King Roland's Lady Frederica and Sir Benedict's convictions would diverge so greatly.
Anna sides with Benedict, probably.
Just between you and me, Lord Serenoa, what do you make of their plans?
I believe that Benedict's plans have use to the Aesfrost ideals. I think Roland intends to put his personal feelings to bring peace and equality to everyone, you say? To everyone? To everyone! I'm gonna side with my wifey. I know Benedict's plans have use, but I don't think there's a point in saying that. I'm gonna go with wife.
Aye, but in reality, humans usually only act in their best interests, even if it means turning a blind eye to the suffering of others.
Wait. But if we free the Roselle, who would suffer? Oh, that's right. Me, because I wouldn't have any salt to put on my steak!
Lady Frederica is a strong woman to stand up for what's right. She is indeed a big, strong woman.
Actually, she only has a strength of 9. And... No, she's actually really weak.
Indeed. Everyone's choices are deeply rooted in their convictions. It makes me wonder if they'll be able to abide by the Scale's decisions. Lord Serenoa, it will fall to you to lead everyone down the right path.
The right path? What about the central or the left path? No, the right one, definitely. Can we go outside? No, I guess this is it, man. Any stuff? I gotta look for random rocks in my little dining room.
Lord Serenoa, I cannot help but feel that our greatest battle lies ahead, regardless of which path you choose.
The servant was bribed by Frederick.
I know this may not be the best time to say so, but my wife gave birth to our first child.
No! No, this man's about to die! No!
I'm only 4 days from retirement. I cannot wait to spend the rest of my life with my wife.
No, don't do it, sir!
My firstborn son is about to be born. I cannot wait for this war to be over. No, sir!
I will not force you to march with us. I only ask you act before your own conviction. We can save his life! Guys, we can save his life! We can prevent another child from becoming a protagonist. Protagonist lives matter. Okay, listen. Because you literally created your own death flag, I'm gonna let you go, but do not tell anyone else. Because I'm about to run out of soldiers if you do, okay?
Lord Serenoa, you will allow me to leave House Warfort at a time like this.
But of course, before you do, allow me to thank you for all you've done for our house. 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 For our. That's such a weird British. For our house. For our house. I believe in magic, and that magic is Daniel Radcliffe's abs. Daniel Radcliffe with a beard is my king. Daniel Radcliffe could high-key choke me, and I would love it. For our house. For our house. For our house. I wish you and your family every happiness.
Thank you, Lord Saranoa. It is an honor to call you my lord.
Get out of here! I never want to see you again!
I say, so he'll leave and protect his son. Do you guys, what is it? You guys know that, that not anime trope, but it's really just like a trope, although it occurs more in like Asian dramas, anime, Korean dramas and stuff like that, where like the father figure's like, I never want to see you again! You're banished from this house! But he says that because he wants his child to leave the house and pursue their dreams. Here we go. Campaigning near a voting booth is illegal. I have convinced no one. Let us commence voting time! It is time to cast our votes. The options are many. Roland's, Frederica's, Benedict's. And a fourth option that I specifically declined to save for later. Approach the scales of conviction with your little coin. Ding. A ding. A ding. A ding. A ding. Okay, let's see what they've decided. The scales of conviction will illuminate the path we've chosen. Is it Save the Anime Girls? Literally nobody chose to save the anime girls. Oh my god. Not even Gila chose to save the anime girl. The way forward is decided. We will follow Benedict's plan and join forces with Aesfrost. Well, at least we're taking down Hyzante. Okay, make sure we don't save over number 8. A tumultuous... Oh, it's me! Yeah, a tumultuous meeting exposes the yawning chasm between Roland, Frederica, and Benedict! Yet only one will emerge victorious! For such is the custom of House Wolford. As ever, the scales of conviction have the final word. The time has come for judgments to be rendered and leaders to steel themselves for the outcome. Of lords and lineages. Are the anime girls considered human? They're considered sinners, but they are considered human in theory. Oh wait, hold on. Do you know what I completely forgot? Benedict didn't mention this during the conversation. But part of Benedict's plan includes usurping the throne from Roland. Oh no. Oops. Oops. I also like how Anna doesn't sit in a chair. She's always like hiding behind the pillars. We've chosen our path. We shall ally with Aesfrost and strike at the heart of the Holy State of Hyzante. I guess we just don't like Roland. Man, in this playthrough, we are a pretty crappy best friend. We've given Roland up in a prisoner exchange. And then after that, we usurp his throne.
So you would kiss Gustav Dolphin's feet and bribe him with salt? I cannot abide this idiocy. Idiocracy. You will defeat Hyzante only to be conquered by Aesfrost.
We are well aware of Gustav Dolphin's cunning. He shan't take advantage of us.
You would ally with them only to stab them in the back later.
Roland, what do you want? He's like, oh, if you ally with them, they'll kill you. It's like, okay, then we won't let them kill. We'll kill them first. Like, oh no, but how dare you? Freaking. I'm fine with that. You don't like Roland's voice.
Why don't you like my voice?
I kind of have to hear what his voice. I've never heard what Roland sounds like.
If need be.
Have you no shame?
Says the king who would deliver his own people to Hyzante.
Yes, for that is how we secure peace at the expense of the few.
You know that is not true. Hyzante would conquer all of Norzelia if we give them the salt crystals. All will be forced to worship at the feet of the goddess and follow her orders. Just as the Roselle have at the source.
I'm okay with this plan, I guess.
I see House Wolford is determined to walk their path astride Aesfrost. But as King of Glenbook, I will not allow it!
Oh no, he said the magic words.
Oh no! Lord Wolford, I command you to march on the duchy and strike down Gustav Dolphin! You remain my vassal! I dare you defy me! While you are surrounded by your loyal subjects, except for perhaps Hewitt, I dare you defy me! Go! Go, do it! You are surrounded by 100 of your men! I am standing here alone! But go on, defy me! Do it!
Roland, Your Majesty.
Oh no, oh Benedict. Benedict!
You are bound by nothing, Lord Serenua. You are no one's vassal.
Lore accurate House Wolford betrayed.
Stop! Stop! What are you talking about? Now is not the time, Benedict!
Lord Serenua is not the son of Lord Simon. His true parentage is none other than His Majesty, King Rejna.
You cannot be serious!
It makes it even worse because I'm stabbing my own brother. also means I'm related to Kako Cordelia, so I can't marry her. You know what? It happened back then. King Rejna fell in love with Lady Destra, a commoner living in the Crown City. I just realized I have more of a claim to the throne currently than Roland does, because I have proof of lineage. Oh my... Yo, this is messed up. Yo, this is freaking messed up. I'm technically higher than Franny. Yo, this is freaking messed up. Holy frick. What have I done? Oh my god, I'm a monster. No, think about this. No, not me. Oh my god. Benedict has been planning this from the very Benedict is the one who convinced Roland to give up his ring. Oh my god, Benedict. Benedict is the one who convinced Roland to give up proof of his lineage while he knew that I had proof of my lineage. I didn't even know how... Benedict is a monster. Holy frick. When it came to the light that she was with child, King Rejna bowed to pressure from the royalists and had Lord Simon take her in. Yeah, Gustav Dolphin had nothing on frickin' Eggs Benedict. She bore a son, who you know today as Lord Serenoa, heir to House Wolford. If it is true and you are my elder brother, then you are not bound by my command. Hold! Roland is the one with the royal ring, is he not? No, he doesn't have it anymore. Oh my freaking god! Even if it is true, it is not Roland who holds claim to the throne. Roland was not the only one entrusted with a royal ring. Charles and Diana were distant cousins. Really, most of your aristocracy is related. Hell yeah. We all come from Alabama in the end. So you possess one as well, Lord Serenoa! I do. I do indeed have my bling bling. Now that I think about it, the Glenbook ring is a scale. Maybe that should have been... maybe we should have realized that from the beginning. 'Tis genuine, there is no mistaking it. What Benedict says must be true. I've always admired you, Serenoa. I knew from the moment we met you were worthy of respect. I always felt you to be my better, even as a leader. Yet I still felt a closeness with you I could never replace. Now at last, I have. Roland, all the more reason why I cannot concede to you now.
least of all to you, dear brother! Serenoa Wolfort, I challenge you to a duel. To the victor goes the crown.
Benedict, while they're fighting, can we go free of my people?
Right, let us think about this. No, I have no brain!
Have a great night, Nana. I know it's super late for you, or early, depending on how you look at it.
On your guard, Serenoa! I do not say this in jest. Cease this quarreling at once!
Stop them! Actually, no, it's kind of hot.
I cannot. They must settle this here and now if we are to move forward. It is just unfortunate that I slipped laxatives into Roland's meals just moments ago. Listen to Wait, what? Do you have the courage of your... Oh, God, I have to go. Roland, stop this madness. I have no desire to sit upon the throne, and you have no desire to sit on anywhere but the toilet. I only wish to aid you in protecting our kingdom, the only home we've ever known. I have no doubt you've been a peerless friend. I would trust you with my life. But the truth has been revealed and our paths diverge. You said it here yourself. There can be only but one way forward.
He really does need the porcelain throne.
Outhouses were made with wood back then. This has not to do with our lineage. Our bloodlines need not be in shackles. Shackles! I have fought tooth and nail to protect what you now decry. I know you have suffered, brother. How can you? You who your fathers love, the unwavering trust of your subjects, who proved yourself time and time again so effortlessly. I ask you, prove yourself once more! Roland, please! I have toiled in your shadow while you led House Wolfort to glory! I have revered you and envied you in equal measure! I long to be like you! I long to claim victory over you! Just once! I am not worthy of such adulation! Nor am I alone the reason we've come this far. We are all in this together. I know you would seek to erase yourself from our history if you knew how I felt. Don't you dare shrink from me. Stand and fight so I can past you. I have no will to fight you, brother. I want none of this. But life does not always turn out to be how we want. Of this, you and I are now keenly aware. You asked me to put aside my feelings when you talked of joining with Aesfrost. Now, I ask you to do the same. Prove to me that you have what it takes to deal with Aesfrost and crush Hyzante. That you can cut out a part of yourself to do what you think must be done. And show me you can create this bold new future you speak of.
Very well. The scales of conviction have spoken, and House Wolford shall heed their word. If you would stand in our way and seek to prevent us from walking the path we've chosen, then so help me. As Lord Wolford, I shall cut you down where you stand! Yes! Let us see who is the better between us! On your guard! Come! Roland, no. Seems it was me, dear brother. In the end, I cannot escape your shadow. Kill me. It is only fitting that you who strikes the final blow. What will become of Glenbook? That is up to you. I leave the kingdom and Cordelia in your hands. You have the ring, the royal blood, and it was House Wolford that reclaimed the kingdom. The people and the nobles will assent to your rule. So long as I am gone. This is no time to waver, Lord Saranoa. King Roland initiated the doom. The terms are his to dictate. Roland is... No, Benedict is definitely like this. This is no time to waver, Lord Saranoa. Letting him live will only prolong our troubles. You think I don't know that? You ask the impossible. My friend. My brother is not meant to die by my hand. Darth Benedict. That's right, Lord Saranoa. Do it. He is like, do it. How's it going, Slippery? You are cruel in your kindness, Saranoa. I have neither the constitution nor the fortitude to be king, nor the intelligence. I literally have 4 IQ. I cannot lead as you can, as our father did. I saw the terrifying limits of my abilities and sought the sweet release of surrendering to a higher power. Would you have such a coward live? I've watched you confront these parts of yourself for as long as I can remember. I watch you strive to better yourself, to better everyone. You had my undying loyalty and trust. How I admired you, my friend. How I longed to follow in your footsteps.
I gotta say, Roland is super relatable, man. I am someone who is very, very, very afraid of failure. As most Asian Americans who lived under tiger parents are. I'm sure a few of you in the chat can relate very well. Or Asian Canadians, definitely not calling anyone out. But yeah, so it's like when you can't how's it going, Kritar? When you can't, it's like when you're striving to like improve something of it, or like succeed at something, and then you only succeed 90% of the way. From the outside looking in, it's like, wow, you succeeded 90% of the way. But then sometimes from the inside, it's like, yeah, but I still failed. Yeah, but I still failed, and I screwed up, and I couldn't make it, and things didn't work. And so I totally get Roland, man. Roland hurts. Watching Roland suffer like this hurts, man. I wasn't the 100. Yeah. Man, it's like you succeed 95%, and sometimes the only thing you see is the 5% that you failed at. It's like, god damn. Oh. And like being surrounded by people who put pressure on you, especially Roland since he's a king, right? But surrounded by people who are like, oh yeah, but you can do better. It's like, and like you don't even have time to celebrate the fact that you made 95% because you feel like, and especially if you grew up in a kind of the world where I grew up in, you walked in on a serious conversation. It is a serious, this is a pretty serious game, to be fair. If you grew up in the world I grew up in, and you know, a lot of people who grew up in, like, let's say, high functioning or high succeeding high schools kind of grew up in like this. It's like you have every single person who wants to be the one who scores the top score. And so like you are almost sucked into that competition. It's like I didn't even want to be the person who scores the top. I just want to do okay. But it's like because everyone else is trying to be the top, you end up getting sucked into that battle. And then you just keep trying to be like, and then the people you care about kind of like to an extent become your enemies just because they're also in this competition. And it's just, oh man, it's just, oh god. So I totally get Roland, man, where he's coming from. He's like, I just wanted to, you know, rule with, kind of sounds like a rat race. To an extent it is. Not like a rat race in the most like, kind of like obvious, not in the most like literal sense, but it's like you're kind of forced to, you know, you never really have time to be happy with what you have because you always have to continue thinking about what's next. And it's exhausting, man. It's really exhausting. So Roland, he's like, oh, why couldn't I succeed in this training? Why couldn't I do this? And why couldn't I do that? And let me be real here. That mindset is a very powerful mindset to help you get really far in your life. Don't get me wrong. It's actually a very effective mindset to get you really far in your life. It's a reason why, this mindset is the reason why I was able to get through all of my degree and, you know, graduate and be very happy with it. And like, also, I'm not bragging here. Is ambivalent in its effect. Yeah. So I was about to get to that, right? It's like it's a very powerful mindset, and I don't mean this as a brag, right? But I was able to. The reason me constantly having to fight my way through things and seeing like and somehow inevitably ending up seeing everyone as my enemy, as like I have to get the best score, I have to do the best, I have to, you know, succeed, and everyone constantly putting pressure on me. It helped me be the top of my class in high school, top of my class in the university. I graduated with like a bunch of PhD awards. And then after I graduated, I was exhausted, man. It's like, I just wanted to sit. I remember when I graduated with my PhD, you know, a lot of people, they think like, you know when you graduate from your bachelor's degree, everyone throws their hats in the air and they're like, yeah, we did it, and they go out and they celebrate, right? For me, when I graduated from... Okay, this is a great way to put it. Everyone who's been in college and taken their college finals can relate to this. In high school, after your last final exam, you go out and you celebrate because it's like exams are over, pencils down, here, turn in your exams, and then everyone walks out at the same time. They're like, woo, we did it, we're done, right? In college, when you finish your final exam, people don't finish at the same time, right? So some people take a little bit longer, some people take a little shorter, right? You hand in your exam, you walk out of the classroom or the auditorium, depending on where you're taking the exam, and it's just quiet. There's no one there celebrating. The campus is usually dead because everyone's taking an exam. And you walk out alone. You walk out of that exam alone. And you just walk to your dorm room. You pack up your things and you move out of the dorm. And that's it. It's like no celebration. There's no like, woo, you did it. Right? I remember when I graduated from my PhD, I kind of just sat on the couch and just did nothing for like the entire day. And then I got a pizza, I ate the pizza, and I went to sleep. It's like I didn't celebrate, I didn't go out with my friends, or I didn't go out with my family to celebrate. No. I ordered a small pizza from Domino's. I remember it was a small pizza because I tried to get like pan crust pizza, but they didn't have it in small. They only had it in medium, so I had to get a small. And I had to get a small, so I just got the normal crust. And then I remember I've been called out. It's a double-edged sword. You get good grades, but you don't socialize with folks. Yeah, kind of. And I remember this. Do you know how I celebrated? It's kind of almost like nostalgic now that I think about it. Do you know how I celebrated my PhD? I spent an extra $1 for garlic sauce. That was my celebration. And it's not like a bad thing or anything, but it's like, dang, it's like I worked so hard for this, and it's like my treat is let's get a garlic sauce. And you know what? I even got like a 20-ounce soda. Hell yeah. And it was perfectly fine. I was like, yeah, you know what? This is great. This is the life. At the same time, it's definitely not like the celebration I was promised. You know, you can't relate. You celebrated more in college than in high school. Don't worry. You'll suffer eventually. No, but party boy. Yeah, but it's definitely like, so I don't know why I'm telling this story, but it's kind of like I really get Roland, man. You work really hard, and your reward is more work. I did celebrate with the family. Never said I partied. I mean, eventually I did go back home, and I had a dinner with my family. But it didn't feel like we were celebrating anything. It was just like, oh, we're having dinner. You know what I mean? Like, we went out to a decent restaurant, too. We went out to, like, a steakhouse to celebrate. But it was like, oh, this is just dinner with my family. It didn't feel any different than, like, a birthday or something like that. You know what I mean? So it's like you work really hard, and sometimes your reward is more hard work. I get it, Roland. Man, 3 deep 5 me, man. I just went into, like, a very, very long-winded thing. But, you know, to a large extent, if it wasn't for my PhD, I wouldn't be able to do voice acting. To be fair, if it wasn't for my PhD, I probably would have never pursued voice acting in the first place. Because a lot of the reason why I started voice acting was because I wanted to do something non-academic. What was my PhD thesis on? Yeah, so what I wrote on was... Actually, I can just read you the title. Hold on. Give me a moment. It's been a while. Papers, publications. Dissertations. Speech normalization and data augmentation techniques based on acoustical and physiological constraints and their applications to children's speech recognition. That was the title of my dissertation. Oh, frickin' frick. Good times, man. And don't get me wrong, I'm very thankful for my PhD, but it was also a it was very different than I thought it would be, you know? No one ever really went to celebrate academic accomplishments for me, maybe besides graduation. Well, to be fair, the reason why they celebrated my academic accomplishments is because my family is in academia, which is why they celebrated the academic accomplishments. My father got his mathematics thingamajiggy. My sister is, teaching at USC for like medicine. No, what is it? What? It's not medicine, but it's like the delivery of medicine. Why can't I even remember the word? Pharmacy. That's it. Pharmaceuticals. But all this is to say, I totally get it, Roland. It's like, you work really hard, you succeed 95% of the way, and so you feel like a failure, and your reward for almost succeeding is just more hard work. I totally get it. And follow you did. But now you must overtake me. Anyway, if that story made you feel anything, just know that, yeah, sometimes life you compete and you try to be the best and stuff like that, but know that regardless of how close you get to succeeding, even if you fail 3%, even if you fail 95%, I'll be here encouraging you to be happy that you succeeded the amount you did. Every step is a step forward, even if it doesn't feel like it, you know? I will always encourage you to celebrate that step forward, so that's why I'm here. I shall. Just promise me one thing. If it wasn't for my PhD, I wouldn't have a nice British accent. So, you all can be thankful for that.
Oh, did someone say British?
And promise me that you will watch over me. Every breath, every step, every word from my lips. And the moment you see me stray, you will set me back on the right path. That's a plus. It is. This I shall do, seeing as you bested me in combat. How's it going, Mayflower? You came in on a very serious conversation. Add that to my resume. Am now British. Farewell, Sarah Noah. May we never meet again as brother or friend. Not the parting I would have preferred, but as Roland himself noted, life does not always turn out as we want. I would have preferred you kill him. Not another word, Benedict. I do not trust myself to show restraint. My love. I love ya. Can I hug ya? No. You are too pink-haired and too anime girl. At least we have settled on a path forward. There is work to do. Oh, Huet. Is Huet gonna leave too? Huet is one of my best units. No, Huet, please, 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 no, please stay with me. King Roland! Leave me, Huet! I cannot do that. Or have you forgotten that you are my one and only sworn liege? And take this as an order from that liege. Serve Serenoa as you once served me! I am the only one who needs to walk this path. Your Majesty. Dry your tears, Huet! It is unbecoming for a proud member of the King's Guard! How can you say that? I never expected our parting to be like this. I am sorry, but there is something I would tell only you, by way of an apology. My disagreement with Serenoa and hatred of Aesfrost were no lies. I walk this path, carrying these feelings with me, perhaps forever. But my unwillingness to ally with Aesfrost runs deeper than a personal grudge. Is it because you cannot trust Gustav Dolphin? It is his idea of freedom I cannot trust. In a world of unbridled ambitions, people will stop at nothing to claim power. The strong will prosper, while the weak will struggle to survive. So if we join forces with Aesfrost, someday, Glenbook will. Yes! His ideals of freedom will inevitably create a clear division between the strong and the weak. I cannot abide by that. I do not think Lord Serenoa wishes for a world like that. Nor do I. But Benedict will stop at nothing to defeat Hyzante. Who knows what will happen once he joins forces with Gustav Dolphin? I understand. You wish for me to stay and watch over House Wolfort. Yes! You must take care of Serenoa in my place! And Cordelia as well! You have my word. You love my voices, thank you. You needn't worry about a thing, Your Majesty. You are a loyal and true knight, Huet, and for that you have my eternal thanks. Do you know what I would love? A spin-off chapter where Roland and, what's her name? Avlora team up to take down Gustav. The two exiles. After I spent so many resources on roll. I should have spent them on Anna. Wait, what the frick? In the Wolfort de Manama, a merchant tries to sell off a peculiar barrel. Who the frick is this?
Hey there. Knee howdy. Welcome one and welcome all, Bill.
Did I just say knee howdy?
Hey there. I'm from the mystical land of China. Knee howdy. Welcome one and welcome all.
I hope it's okay, but I did amazing. Oh, thank you. Oh wow, that means I don't usually get people who actually know my voice acting roles that just randomly join. So really, thank you. Thank you so much. Fun fact about Velnord. I tried to convince them to voice Velnord like this. But they're like, no, just Velnord's not randomly British. But no. I'm kidding, of course, but yeah, I posed the idea. He's like, no. It's like, okay, whatever. Oh no, Rinyu!
Knee howdy. Freedom for Mustang. Welcome one, welcome all. Behold. You'll find a no-finder selection of exotic wares in all the land. Sparkling jewels and beautiful silks and all the rarest curio of them all. This automaton it sings, it dances, it does it all. That's your cue, Decimal.
Oh, he's cute.
Knee howdy. Welcome one and welcome all.
Damn, look at him go.
Welcome and welcome. Ni hao, ni hao, ni hao.
我是 Decimal.
最近はどうですか?
Hey, you're confusing your languages.
Frick, I don't know Korean.
S'il vous plaît. 你叫什么名字?
What's wrong with that thing? I'm sorry if I got you a misty-eyed. No, I'm a massive crybaby. It's like whenever somebody like gives me a compliment, I start tearing up. So thank you.
Oh, what, bruv? You wanna go? Oh, come on! Stay away! Hey, 真係啊你！點解你咁古靈精怪啊？
I am sorry. I did. I am sorry. I didn't mean to lose functional control again.
Useless rusted heap of
What language are they speaking? They're like changing languages every 15 seconds.
I've lost track of the gold I squandered on you repairs. And for what gain? No more. I won't empty my coin purse trying to make riches out of rubbish.
对不起，对不起。
Ah, with perfect timing. Yo, knee howdy! Would you like an Comic-Con to call your very own? What are you waiting for? Dance for them!
你好的，你好的，你叫什么名字?
Incredible, isn't it? Bet you never seen him with this one before. Indeed, but then it's all yours. So long, Decimal. Be good to your new master. Oh God, I'm out of here, knee howdy.
Wait, fleet of foot, that one. What shall we do with it?
It wouldn't do to simply abandon it here. Perhaps it could be of some use to us. You'll look after it, won't you? You'll look after it, won't you, Anna?
If, that is your wish.
Donates money, compliments, and he said slightly sentimental stuff. Shut up, I'm a big strong man. I don't cry.
Wo jiao Decimal.
You sure are. I wish I had a dancing robot. It's a dancing barrel, thank you very much. I hope I will serve you well. Sifu.
Don't call me Sifu. My name's Anna. And you're confusing 6 different versions of Chinese. As you command, Anna Sifu.
Congratulations, we now have a Chinese barrel in our ranks. Si or shi? Sifu is Cantonese. I actually don't know what it is in Mandarin. I don't speak Mandarin very much, to be honest. Is it Shifu in, is it Shifu? I think it's Shifu in, wait, I know this from Zenless Zone 0 because Yi Xuan is referred to as Shifu. Like in Kung Fu Panda. I never watched Kung Fu Panda, to be honest. Hold on. Shifu in Mandarin. I need to know the tones. I don't actually. Shifu. What? Master. Shifu.
师傅
Shifu. Yeah, I've never watched Kung Fu Panda, guys. Shifu.
师傅
Shifu.
师傅
Shifu.
师傅
Shifu. I love the AI voice.
师傅
Shifu.
师傅
Shifu. Decimals aptitudes in unsubscribe. No. In battle. Let's see what Decimal does. Immune to status. Okay, because he's in robot, makes sense. Possesses abilities with wide range that trigger depending on target's HP or TP. Interesting. I have no idea what this means. Depending on their HP. Oh, look. They're about to kill us. Oh, look. They're about to kill us. I guess no more green stories, huh? Alright, so... Sorry, I would love to go into a battle, but we need to check out this barrel. Okay, little automaton. Oh, look, he's tiny! He's so cute! Wait, his class is mathematician. Become immune to all status ailments, but you don't recover toilet paper naturally. Wait, what? Oh, that's so interesting. Gain 3 toilet paper when not moving or using commands on your turn. Oh, that's kind of interesting. So he needs 1 turn to recharge. Deal non-elemental magic. Range is 10. Height is -9. Wait, so he just hits everything on the map. Kind of. Deal non-elemental magic damage to all enemies within a range whose current HP is a multiple of... What the heck does that mean? So deal damage to enemies whose HP are 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24? Mathematician nerd. And, okay, so this one is multiple of 3. This one is multiple of 4 and decrease their movement. This one is multiple of 5 and just murder them. If the sum of the HP digits are divisible by 3. You mean the digital roots? It all goes back to 999. It all comes back to 999. 9 hours. 9 persons. 9 doors. Freaking all eyes. Okay, so target 3 is digital root. Target 4 is... Frick, I forgot these. Okay. What were the tricks? If the sum of the digits is divisible by 3, it's divisible by 3. If the last 2 digits are divisible by 4, it's divisible by 4. 5 or 0, that's fine. God, I haven't thought about these little tricks for a while. I just use my calculator. Gotta do math in video games? Oh, God. Wait, so let me get this straight. The last characters I got were a 5-year-old Time Lord, some terminally indoor geographer, and a calculator. Just don't fight anyone whose health is a prime number. Okay. Beep boop. I am bot. Wait, why can't I love? Oh, because I'm a poor. Oak. Exotic flower. Do we have any fun side mission? Nope. Alright, you know what I'm going to do? Let's go to conquer the arena. We're just going to test him out. Okay, where... We'll replace Picoletta. Where is he? How fast is this boy? How fast is my boy? 25. He's among our slower units. Have I used Fred here? I have used Freddy here. There she is. Hold on. Let's do the strategy I use in this area. Unit placement. We are going to need... Don't care about you. We got you. Where's Roland? Roland, no! Rest in peace, Flash of Steel. Who's fast? Speed 26, 33. I guess Anna's. I guess we'll get Anna in here. Where is Anna? I'll just throw her in here. We're just doing a quick test of our calculator boy. You go right here. Where's Roland? Or you? Just use Vanguard staff. Scarf. Hold on. You go right here. Okay, our little miner girl is surprisingly buff. Like, she's surprisingly incredibly buff. We'll just move old man over here or something. Vanguard staff. And magic amulet. Oh, we have a magic bracelet now. Did Roland take his item? Oh my god. Oh, I don't think I had any items on him anyway. Hello. I don't think I even have to move her. I do have to move her. Oh, jeez. The look up despair is like, oh, maybe not. Hold on. Max our TP. Yeah, I probably should have. Oh, whatever. Here comes the sun. Oh! Oh god! She's a freaking demon. I'm trying not to do too much damage though, because I want to test out my boy Decimal. Oh, jeez. Oh, she's gonna die, whatever. Well, rest in peace, Frederica. I know, not even TP max, and almost like one hit. Like, she brought down most things to like half health already. Oh, look, it's Time Boy. Wait. What are you doing down there? Get back up here. His abilities are so cool. I'm surprised she lived that, honestly. She's not gonna live this one. Bye, Anna. Did I intentionally kill you? Let's say I did. I'll go here. Shoot this guy or something. I just need. Oh wait, Decimal. When do you go? What is Decimal's turn? When is Decimal's turn? Oh, he's moving next. Okay. Frick, I can't reach him. Here, just do this or something. Okay, Decimal, let's see what you do. Holy! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's just OPAF. He's just freaking OPAF. He's just OPAF. What the frick? He just hit everyone. Look at this. Look at it. 3 hits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 people. He just casually hits 8 people. Of course, the dancing robot is OP. Okay, we'll try the 5 because this is a probability of instantly killing them. So we can test what the probability of instant death is. None of these guys are going to die, so we'll see how many people die.
Pew pew. Knee howdy.
Okay, so the probability of instant death is probably reasonably low.
Knee howdy. Oof.
Wait, he could probably stand on the floor and be just fine. He could be on the ground floor and still be okay. I don't know what to do here. Just move here or something. I'm just curious to see what happens, man. Okay, just do... Is this a stupid idea to make her stand in the middle of the arena? Yes. Am I doing it? Yes. No healing! No healing! It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Oh, she can stand right here. She just randomly throws rocks at people. She just mines up rocks. There you go. Yeah, her thing is she moves really, really fast. I can't run through. I don't know, just lance hurl or something. I don't know. I realize me not paying attention to this fight is probably going to get me killed, but you know what? Do I care? In due course, we'll just put a time bomb on this guy. Oh god, what is this thing? Red wire or blue one? Poor girl. They keep falling down. I love it. Everyone keeps falling off the arena. Alright, maybe I should have paid attention. It's okay, Decimal will save us. It'll be fine, don't worry. It might not be fine. It'll be fine, don't worry. I just sprint from here. That's fine. Is there anyone I can even shoot at? Nope, I'll just hide back here, old man. We'll just wait for a bit. Alright, let's try this. Wait, why can't I do... Oh, no! He doesn't recharge toilet paper! Oh, no! I completely forgot! here? Rock toss. This guy. Oh, no? Okay. Well, at least I figured out how decimal works. Should I pay more attention to the fights? Nah. Back you go. Whee! Oh god! My robot! Okay, let's see what this robot can do. He still hits how many people? 2 people. This one will only hit 1 person. Alright, let's try this. So I'll just try something like this. Use a light wave up here. Hey guys! Okay, so he can use a 3, which targets 3 people. He can use a 4, which targets 2 people. He can use a 5, which only targets 1 person. Oh, it is actually more difficult than I thought it was. We'll do this to kill this guy, I guess. Beep, beep. This is a number. I must run for safety. Ooh, look, stuff. I'm sure we'll be fine. Phew. Okay, just provoke him or something. I don't know. Whatever. Oh god, this fat dude! Healer hitting. We'll go after this guy so we can keep old man safe. Never mind. Oh no, we can do this. She does no damage though. That's the problem. She can move really far, but she does virtually no damage. So what do we do? Hit this guy? Sure. Stupid butthead. Yeah, a physical counter is so core for, what's his name? Eridor. Here, just put it on him or something. Ah, you can't counter that guy. Oh well. I'm coming back! You got me. God, once Eridor has reached this critical mass, he became so good. You gotta go. Thanks so much for coming, Kyo. We're about to finish anyway, so. He doesn't do that much damage, but. I'll move over here. Do I get my... Oh, he has to, like, only stand still and that's it, huh? Can't stay up too long. Yeah, have a good night. Butthead. Ew. He's giving him toilet paper! Let's see. Who's provoked? Please provoke you, provoke you, provoke you, provoke you. Keep provoking. So we can get this guy as well. Hey, guys.
You butthead!
We will go look this way. Kill the mage. I just realized there's stuff down here. Oops. You know what? Hit him in the face. Never mind. God, Eridor is so great. Look at him. Eridor's just out here 1v6ing people. Okay, he has to stand still. Okay, so in compensation for Decimal being able to hit everyone, he has to take some turns doing nothing. Look, he's just out here 1v6ing everyone and winning. Go hit his face. Butthead. I wanna... Fine, we'll shoot. I wanna pick up the stuff and not just shoot with him, but that's okay. Don't you dare! Don't you dare! Okay, now they gotta kill the healer. Or... Turn back time. Just heal him up. Just heal him back. Oh, we need to kill this stupid guy. Okay, for 3 HP, we hit those 3. For 4 HP, we hit these 3. For 5 HP, we only hit 1. So we'll do a 4 HP. Beep, beep, beep. 2 times 2 is 4. And we can pick this up. That's right, that's my boy Eridor. Doing nothing and winning. Here we go. He's been untaunted. Retaunt! Retaunt! You. Tick, 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 tick. We'll just move him back so he can pick up the stuff. Uh-oh.
I will hit you with a telescope.
Okay, 3 will hit 1. We don't have enough for 4. Oh, nothing does happens for 4. So we just go behind this guy and we can attack him. It doesn't actually matter though. So we'll just do that.
You have been hit by a telescope.
Oh, no, pain! Oh, don't play the scary music. It's fine. Just keep provoking them. I don't know.
Beep, beep.
If we really want to use Decimal, like, really well, we'll have to think about every single time we hit people, what is the exact amount of health they'll end at. You know what I'm going to do? Warp her... No, warp yourself. Down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... No, warp her, because she has a lot of movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think she has 7 movement. Eridor saved you. Eridor saves everyone. It's always Eridor versus the world. Just stand here and look prettier or something. Yeah, look at how far she moves.
Beep boop, this is a telescope. Me howdy.
Alright, Decimal's kind of fun. And we got some quality stone for that. And now we got Decimal here. Have a great night, Mayflower. We can have this. Oak. Exotic flower. We have feather. We have thing. I don't... Oh, we'll do this first. Increases damage, increases damage, increases damage. Oh. Increases damage. Increases damage. Oh, we can't do that one yet. I wish I never learned. I wish I had never learned of my true lineage. I was happy being Serenoa Wolfort, son of Lord Simon and Lady Destra.
No matter whose blood runs through your veins, you're still yourself.
Thank you, Frederica. But now Roland is gone. Someone's coming. At Lex like Eggs Benedict. I'm in no mood to speak with him. Let us conceal ourselves.
Lord Simon, Lady Destra, today I reveal the truth of Lord Serenoa's birth and drove Prince Roland from the city. Lord Serenoa will be crowned the King of all Glenbook.
He's so rubbing his hands together.
But this is merely the first step of many. We will use the salt crystals to ally ourselves with Aesfrost and defeat Hyzante. I will see to it that Lord Serenoa becomes the undisputed ruler of all of Norzelia. He has the strength and character worthy of sitting atop this realm, and I shall carve that path for the summit to him. He did not wish for this position, nor this power, but no matter how much he resents me, I will ensure his success. He shares your blood, Lady Destra, and I refuse to see him at the mercy of others again.
Why would you go?
Why would you go so far? Lord Simon, you are a lord worthy of my life's devotion. You were an equal to King Regina in every way. You could have sat upon the throne, and yet you resigned yourself to a life as a vassal, and took in Lady Destra at your liege's request. You two treated Lady Destra and Lord Serenoa as if they were no more than pawns to be traded about. Back then I could not forgive you, or King Regina. Lady Destra, even now I find it hard to forgive myself for being unable to save you. Which is why I will make Lord Serenoa a greater ruler than his father, or King Regina could ever be. This is my revenge against myself, for being so powerless then. I will not repent. I will devote myself to atoning for my incompetence.
Benedict, his goals are beyond our understanding.
Benedict cared very deeply for Lady Destra.
No amount of regret will change the past. We have no way to go but forward.
Look at those blue triangles.
Look, my new home.
My lord, how did the nobles take the news?
They were surprised to hear of Roland's disappearance, as well as of my lineage and intention to ascend to the throne. But they were not nearly as much contempt or disorder as I had anticipated. I also explained that it was Roland's old decision to abdicate, once he learned of the truth. I think it may be the royal signet that kept them so composed. His ring looks really good. When am I gonna get a ring, Serenoa?
Even if they had objections in their hearts, they could not act upon them. There is not a soul in Glenbook who can deny the might and exploits of House Wolford. Princess Cordelia would have been their sole chance to challenge his ascension, but she is already within our hands.
Wait, did we kidnap her? No, she's just hanging out with us.
Hi everyone, thanks for the primo gems. I'm going to my room to play Genshin.
That was rather easy to convince her to join us.
Be that as it may, the people must see as such. I will not get their support should they think I usurped the throne. Precisely.
In any case, it's hard to believe our young lord's truly the King of Glenbook.
I never coveted the throne. But we have chosen to ally ourselves with Aesfrost, and have driven Roland away. I shan't run from my responsibilities any longer. I will take the mantle of king to serve both Glenbook and House Wolfort.
A fine resolve, your majesty.
We now stand with you as we always have. Thank you. Benedict, prepare for my ascension and our negotiations with Aesfrost.
Yes, your majesty. I will also continue working on our plans for Hyzante.
We cannot afford to lose this battle. Do what you must.
As you command.
Oh. Several days later, Serenoa announces that he is the son of the late King Rejna and that Roland abdicated the throne. All suspect that there is more behind the announcement, but House Wolfort has the support of many, so they accept his words. That's right, believe him, sheeple. Thus, he takes the throne! King, yay! The joining of House Wolfort in the Kingdom of Glenbook is yet another twist in the ever-turning narrative of Norzelia, one which Hyzante and Aesfrost look on with ever wary eyes. Oops, it looks like the Saintly 7 are now the Saintly 6! Uh-oh! How will the war end in part 1 of the 4 different endings? Find out next time. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me. Whew! I needed that today, man. I needed a chance to be silly and stupid. Yeah, it's always a pleasure when we get to vent about our feelings. I'm becoming a theater kid. Oh no. Someone save me.
Oh, man.
I did a whole bunch of push-ups the other day, and now my glutes are sore for some reason. I feel like... Ugh. I have to correct my push-up form. It happens when your stomach sags while you do push-ups. Yeah, so it ended up being more of a glute workout. Yeah, so I was doing push-ups, but instead of keeping my body straight, I ended up doing it like this. And so I ended up doing glute workout partially, which isn't the intention, although I got a glute workout. Yeah, so when you don't hold your body straight, you end up going like this. Yeah, I haven't done push-ups for a long time, so my form is awful. But I'm just doing my best. Ah, man. Yeah, but I better get going. I need to take care of some things and then get started at work. I have to finish a massive project by Friday. Oh, God. It's something for work, and I'm super behind, and I need to finish it. And I had the flu. As you guys know, I had the flu back then, so I was out for like a week and a half, and so... Deadlines! Woo! Anyway, thanks so much for hanging out with me. We'll play some more tomorrow. It won't be a super long stream. You know, I didn't stream for over 3 hours today, so... But it's probably going to be a shorter stream, but we're probably going to get into a battle. So for all you strategy fans, you get to watch me be stupid. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. I got work, Leander. I wish I didn't. I wish I didn't. Do you have any quests for me? I will see you all next time.